Isang math tagumpay na pagpapalang muli sa inyo, sa aking mga kaguro, mga magulang, at mga mag-aaral sa ikalimang baitang, kumusta kayo? Ako pa rin ang gurong makakasama nyo, Simple Marbs, Maestro Olaso. Tara na! Math Tuto! Welcome to our last week ng ating first quarter sa Mathematics 5, week number 9. It's all about solving problems involving division of fractions. Yes, we are on the last week ng ating first quarter. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa pagsama sa akin simula week number 1 hanggang week number 9. At naway, huwag kayong magsasawang sumubaybay sa ating mga lessons, lalong-lalo po in this coming second quarter. Samahan niyo pa rin po ako at maraming salamat sa lahat po ng nagko-comment at nagbibigay ng mga papuri. Maraming salamat. To God be the glory. God bless us. And let's continue now our week number 9. Our most essential learning competency for week number 9 is to solve routine or non-routine problems involving division without or with any of the other operations of fractions and whole numbers using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. At before that, let's have first a review of our past lesson. Let's start. Did you still remember kung paano tayo mag-divide ng simple fractions? Again, what method to be used? Yes, 4/5 divided by 2/3. Did you still remember? Yes, we have the CCF method. Letter C, the first C stands for copy. Copy the dividend. So, lagi niyong kokopyahin lamang kung ano yung dividend. Okay? So, we have 4/5. The second C stands for change. Change to multiplication. So, from division, we will change the operation to multiplication. Letter F means flip or get the reciprocal of the divisor. We have 2/3. The reciprocal of 2/3 is 3/2. Now, proceed to our multiplication of fractions. You can use the cancellation method or you can use the long method, which is multiplying the numerator and multiplying the denominator. So we have 4 times 3, we have 12. 5 times 2, we have 10. 12 tenths is not in lowest term. Bakit? Kasi siya ay isang improper. So, change that to mixed fraction. 12 tenths, by dividing 12 divided by 10, we have an answer of 1, then a remainder of 2, then copy the divisor of 10. 1 and 2 tenths. Is it already in lowest term? Nope, because 2 tenths can be reduced to what? By dividing the GCF of 2, the final answer is we have 1 and 1/5. Again, what did we use? We use CCF, copy, change, and flip. Ayan po. Yan lamang ang ating gagamitin. Kung hindi nyo naintindihan on how to divide simple fractions or other fractions, just go to my video lesson on week number 8. Okay? Balikan nyo lamang po. Hanapin nyo lamang po sa aking mga videos. Alright. Now, what are the 4 main steps in solving math problems? Ano nga ba yun? We have 2 types. The first one is, understand. In understanding the problem, you have to consider what is asked in the problem. What are the given facts or given numbers? The second one is plan. In planning, you have to consider also what is the operation. what strategy you are going to use to solve the problem. The third step is to solve. Now, after planning, you have to execute now your plan by solving and showing your solution. And the fourth one is check, meaning you have to look back and review your solution, review your answer, or you can use another method in checking so that you compare your answer. If your answer for the second method are the same, it means that your answer is correct. Okay? And the second type is the STAR method. First one, study the problem. In studying the problem, same as in understanding. No, you have to consider what is asked, what are given. The second one, think of a plan, of a strategy or the operations that you are going to use or create a mathematical sentence. The third one is act. Act on the plan. After thinking of a plan, you have to act or solve now your problem. And the fourth one, do not forget to review or check or look back your answers by checking or by using another method. Or pwede naman, um, magkaroon ka ng working backward. Yan ang papakita ko mamaya. Okay? So, let's have now this one. So since we are talking of division of fractions, do not forget this one. To check if division is the operation involved in solving a problem, you need to know the following key terms. Ayan. Quotient, divided by, cut, average, split into, yan. These are the key terms na pwedeng makatulong sa atin in thinking that the operation, pag nabasa natin tong key terms na to, it means that we will use the operation of division. Alright? So, let's have now this one, the problem. Romeo is celebrating his birthday. To prepare his lasagna, Romeo has 3/4 gallon of tomato sauce that needs to be divided into 5 bowls of the same size. How many gallons of tomato sauce should Romeo put into each bowl? Yan ang ating problema. Okay? So, let us understand first the problem. Ayan, balikan natin ha. Birthday ni Romeo, naghanda siya ng lasagna. Si Romeo meron siyang 3/4 gallon ng tomato sauce na kailangan niyang hati-hatiin sa 5 bowls, 5 lalagyan na pare-pareho ang sukat. Ang tanong, gaano karaming tomato sauce ang ilalagay ni Romeo sa bawat bowl? Yan ang ating hahanapin. Again, what is asked in the problem? Yes, punta lang kayo dun sa question, then create kung ano yung tinatanong. You got it. The number of gallons of tomato sauce should Romeo put into each bowl? Yan ang ating number sentence. And what are the given numbers or given facts in the problem? We have 3/4 gallon of tomato sauce and we have also 5 bowls. And after understanding the problem, let's have now to create a plan. So, what is the operation will be used? Balikan natin. Can use a key term divided into. So, what is the operation when talking about divided into? Yes, we have division. Now, can you create the mathematical sentence in the problem? Okay, eto na. We are talking of mathematical sentence in division of fractions. So, marami ang nagkakamali dito kasi nababaliktad nila yung dividend at saka divisor. Alright? So, wag na wag niyong mababaliktad ang dividend at saka divisor. No? Pag sinabi nating dividend, yun yung panggagalingan ng lahat. Pag sinabi nating divisor, yun yung number or parts na hahati doon sa dividend. So, laging yun ang inyong pakatandaan. So, what is the correct mathematical sentence in the problem? Yes, we have 3/4 divided by 5 equals n. That's correct, ha? Kasi pag nabaliktad niyo yan, 5 divided by 3/4, magiging mali na ang sagot niyo. Let's continue now our step number 3. Solve. Let us solve now the problem. So we have the mathematical sentence 3/4 divided by 5 equals n. So, did you still remember how do we divide fraction by whole number? Let's apply it. 3/4 divided by, since ang ating divisor ay isang whole number, lagyan natin ng denominator na 1. Let's apply now the CCF method. C stands for copy the dividend, 3/4. Second C, change to multiplication times. And F stands for flip. From 5/1, the reciprocal is 1/5. And proceed now to multiplying fractions. So 3 times 1, 3. 4 times 5, we have 3/20ths. Is it already in lowest term? Yes, 3/20ths. Therefore, our answer is 3/20ths gallon of tomato sauce that Romeo will put into its bowl. Now, let's check the last part. Let us check if our answer is really correct. Yan. Paano ba natin to i-check? So, I will show you the working backward. Okay. Yan. Since ang sagot natin ay 3/20ths, tingnan natin kung tama. Since division ang ating ginawa kanina and then now we are working backward, pag ginagamit natin yung strategy na to, we will get the opposite operation. Since division ang ginamit natin, the opposite of division is multiplication. So, 3/20ths times 5. Yun ang ating gawin. So, let's go back. 3/20ths times 5, lagyan natin ng denominator, then multiply 3 times 5, we have 15. 20 times 1, we have 20. We have 15/20ths. All right. Now, is it already in lowest term? By dividing GCF, 15 and 20, we have 5. Divide both by 5. So we have the lowest term of 3/4. 3/4 talks about the gallon of tomato sauce that needs to be divided into 5 balls. Meaning, our answer 3/20ths is correct. Did you get it? Congratulations! And now for the second problem. Ayan. What about we have this kind of problem? 5 boxes of pizza were ordered. 3 and 5/8 of the pizza ordered were given to the visitors, and the remaining slices of pizza were equally shared by 5 siblings. How much did each sibling get? Ayan. Yan ang ating pag-uusapan. Merong 5 boxes ng pizza. Okay. Ngayon, yung 3 and 5/8 ng pizza na in-order ay binigay sa mga visitors. At saka yung natitirang slices ng mga pizza ay equally hinati-hati ng 5 magkakapatid. So ang tanong, gaano kalaki yung pizza na nakuha ng bawat isa sa magkakapatid? Yan ang ating iso-solve. Now, let's have first to understand the problem by identifying what is asked in the problem. All right. The amount of pizza each sibling got. Yan ang ating hahanapin. The second step is that what are given? How many given do we have? Yes, we have 3. So 5 boxes of pizza, 3 and 5/8 of the pizza, and 5 siblings. All right, so we have 3. Let's continue. After understanding now, so nalaman na natin kung anong hinahanap, ilan ang given, let's have to plan now what are we going to do. Let's have what are the operations will be used. So it means that tatlo ang given natin, dahil dyan, yun ang nagbigay ng clue sa atin kung ilang operations ang gagamitin. Di ba? We have some clue words there. We have remaining. We have equally shared. So, what are the operations will be used to solve the problem? You got it. We have subtraction and division. And what is the mathematical sentence if we are going to use subtraction and division? Correct. We have this. 5 minus 3 and 5/8 divided by 5 equals n. Bakit ganyan ang naging mathematical sentence natin, di ba? From 5 boxes kasi, binawasan yun ng 3 and 5/8 kasi yun ang pinamigay sa mga bisita. Tapos yung matitira doon, sabi doon, the remaining, ay ihahati-hati sa 5 magkakapatid. Kaya divided by 5. Okay? Naintindihan? And now, let us execute now the plan by solving the problem. Okay, since we are talking of two operations, let us solve first the numbers inside the parentheses, di ba? PEMDAS, yes. We have 5 minus 3 and 5/8. So balikan natin, how do we subtract this one? Since whole number ang ating minuend, ano ba ang gagawin natin? We will regroup. Tandaan nyo, paano ba mag-regroup? 'Di ba, tinuruan ko na kayo. Babawasan natin yung whole number ng isa. Yung 5 magiging 4. Tapos yung isang ibinawas natin, gawin nating fraction na equal to 1. Gamitin natin yung denominator nung sa subtrahend. So, 8 ang denominator, kaya gamitin natin 8 over 8. Okay? So, we have 4 and 8 eighths. So, di ba, 5 pa rin naman yun. Minus 3 and 5/8. So, pwede na tayong mag-subtract. Let us subtract now the whole number, 4 minus 3, then subtract now the numerators and copy the common denominator. So we have 1 and 3/8. Naintindihan? Okay, now, nakuha na natin yung 5 minus 3 and 5/8. Ang natira na lang pala ay 1 and 3/8. Now, by dividing into 5 siblings, 1 and 3/8 divided by 5. Let us now use the CCF method. Copy 1 and 3/8. Diba, since ang dividend natin ay isang mixed, gawin nating improper by multiplying 8 times 1 plus 3 kaya naging 11, copy 8 kaya 11/8. Then, change the operation to multiplication. Naging multiplication now. Then, F stands for flip. 5 ang ating divisor, 5 over 1, kaya ang reciprocal, 1 over 5. So, let's proceed now to multiplying fractions. 11 times 1, 8 times 5, we have 11/40ths. So, our answer now is 11/40ths of pizza each sibling got. Yun ang nakuha ng isa sa magkakapatid. Okay? Now, let us do the checking. Let us now again use working backward in checking. So, ang naging sagot natin ay 11/40ths. Since dinivide natin sa 5, i-multiply natin sa 5. 11/40ths times 5. So, the opposite ay multiplication now. So, 11/40 times 5, 1. We have use the cancellation method. Anong pwedeng i-cancel sa 5 and 40? We have 1 and 8. Then, multiply 11/8. Di ba? Isa siyang improper. Change that to mixed fraction by dividing 11 divided by 8. So, we have 1 ang sagot. May remainder na 3. Then, copy 8. So, we have 1 and 3/8. Since kanina nag-subtract tayo, so we are working backward, kaya the opposite of subtraction is addition. I-add natin ngayon yung 3 and 5/8. Tingnan natin. So let us add 1 plus 3, we have 4. 3 plus 5, we have 8. Since common denominator, kopyahin natin yung 8. So we have 4 and 8/8. Since yung 8/8 is equal to 1, i-add natin 4 plus 1 equals 5. Meaning yung 5 boxes of pizza, which is correct. Tama yung ating sagot. 11/40ths of pizza each sibling got. Alright? Did you get the correct answer? Congratulations! All right, and that concludes our week number 9, all about solving problems involving division of fractions with or without using any operation. Ayan, natapos na po ang ating first quarter. Again, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumama sa akin simula sa week 1 up to week number 9. Magsama-sama po tayo sa ating second quarter. See you in the next episodes. Happy learning!
Sorry, it's DJ.